This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3 in the NLT. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren that's teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, shalom. I'm the brother Dama Gibar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, so like it says, this vision is for a future time, and the vision that's for the end times, which is a future time that will be fulfilled, is the issuing of the mark of the beast, which is the implantable micro C-hip, as we have been taught by the elders and the apostles. And now, through much studying and diligence, and ultimately given the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we see it as plain as day for what it truly is. And you got a lot of these other Israelite groups out here who are either, dumb, blind, who just can't see it, or who have just plainly sold out to the damn devil, who are, not, breaking down this vision and, diving into the seriousness of this prophecy. A lot of these other Israelite groups, the IUIC, the ISUPK, the B.O.W., and a lot of these other Israelite groups, are telling you that the micro C-hip, or that the mark of the beast is sin, that it's an embargo, that is, some type of philosophy, and that it's not something physical. It's not something that's, an actual physical thing, but it's really a philosophy, and it's sin, it's sleeping with white women. And we've heard all other type of bogus and wild, false breakdowns of what the mark of the beast truly is. But, we know it and see it as being being the implantable micro C-hip. And you even got a lot of these heathen nations, even a lot of these Christians can see that the mark of the beast is dealing with something physical, that it's the actual mark, that it's the actual micro C-hip, and that something with this technology that these devils are rolling out has something to do with this mark of the beast system. And we know it's going to be linked to financial, through buying and selling, through transacting, and it's just as plain as day of what it truly is. And now we're at the point to where it's becoming, a mainstream topic, but you still got a lot of these lost in the sauce, slow belly Israelite groups still denying the fact of, the mark of the beast being an actual physical micro C-hip. And it's all over the place. You can't really miss these signs and really, break it down wrong again, unless you done sold out at the end of the day. Because the Lord is making it plain upon tables. The Lord is making this vision very clear to see, but somehow you have these other Israelite groups who are not seeing it. Well, hey, you can continue to follow these guys if you want to. And, this is the same groups and same so-called prophets that told you to take the jump shot when it came out. Who wasn't warning you and telling you what that was really all about, but told you to have faith and trust in the damn devil, to trust in your enemy, and allow him to administer some shit in you that now is coming out. It was definitely not, good for human consumption. And people are really understanding the more deeper nefarious, nature of what those things are really all about. And it's all linked to this, transhumanism through this technology that this devil was getting ready to bombard the whole world with. And eventually they will force you into taking this micro C-hip if you want to buy or sell in the future, if you want to function inside of society, if you want to, basically be acknowledged as a citizen in this man's new world order, which is going to come with a sacrifice and with a price, which is going to come in the form of this micro C-hip. You see, this is why they're going to eventually crash this economy and do away with the dollar. And they're going to tell you the only way you're going to be able to transact is by merging all of your biometrics, having the digital, having all of your biometrics digital. If you want a bank account, it's going to be linked to this digital system, and it's all going to eventually lead to the micro CHIP, man. And you can't get around it, And they show you in all these dystopian movies, they show you, gradually rolling it out. They're having you scan your palms, It's just a slowly preparation and gradual way in which they're subconsciously preparing you people for this M.O.T.B. And it's and it's as plain as day, man. Because I don't want to make this video too long, but hey, once again, this is another video on the mark of the beast, the M.O.T.B, man. And like we always say, all roads are going to lead to the M.O.T.B. And I was listening to this video here from Natalie and Clayton on Redacted. God damn it. And hey.
Anybody wearing Carpe? You wear it? No way.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Can I smell?
Sure.
That's coconut vanilla.
Stage. What I'm more concerned.
Let me go back.
To have microchips implanted.
See? Look at him. He's going into it right here. It says a microchip in your hand, Sweden's digital ID microchip experiment 10 years later. You see? Because like I told you, it's a gradual thing. These devils are not going to just come out full force and just throw this in your face. They're going to slowly, methodically, roll this thing out. This is why I say, again, Whole Foods have the whole palm scan reading thing, and eventually they're going to tell you in the future, in the future, if you want to fully participate in this man's new world order, this is going to be a mandatory prerequisite. It's not going to be, it's not going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not going to be, it's going to be mandatory. It's not going to be, well, if you want it, you can get it. But if you don't, you'll be okay. No, I did a lesson maybe a little bit earlier last year where they just built this new, what was it? It was a new JP Morgan office in New York, to where in order for you to work, to have employment in that building, in order for you to even work in that building, you had to have your biometrics fully linked to that company to work in that building. Because in order for you to even walk in the building to go to work, you had to have your biometrics already linked to that building. If you wanted to go into enter the building, if you wanted to clock in, everything that's evolved around that job was linked with this futuristic technology, man. Everything was about digital. Everything is about wireless entry. Everything was based on you having your digital biometrics totally uplinked into that building in order to participate and to function and to work in there. It is all leading to this M.O.T.B, man. So let's go.
Right into their bodies, right into their hands, the RFID or near field communications chips, or NFC, basically the size of a grain of rice. And thousands of Swedes took the plunge. And since this story first published, many more thousands have taken the plunge. The idea is that the chips would speed up your user's daily life, make their lives more.
Right, and that's how they're going to sell a lot of people on it, is with convenience. It'd be so much better to make things faster, no more waiting in lines, no more of this, no more of that, not knowing that, yeah, it's going to make your life more convenient, but at the grand scheme of everything, it's going to make you a digital slave to this man's new world order system, man. And this is exactly what John the Revelator saw on the island of Patmos. He saw people getting this charagma, this micro CHIP. He saw the whole process of the of them putting this thing within you. Getting the microchip, putting inside the little palisade, inside the little plunger, plug it into your hand. He saw, the whole system being rolled out. And now we see it's becoming a mainstream talking point because, hey, we're just in these times, man. All right. And you can't get around it.
Convenient access their homes, office, gyms. Just swipe it right on your door or keypad and you're right in there. Here is one of the individuals lining up to get one of the chip implants and just being able to get it, poked right in the hands. Now, when the program started, the demand was off the chart.
You see what is swiping their ID cards for microchips. Yeah, you're no longer going to need a wallet. You're not going to need to carry a bulky wallet or carry a purse anymore. All of your information will be right there on your microchip, And they're going to sell this thing as being the most convenient and the most futuristic, wavy thing that you could participate in, But like again, but they're not going to tell you that it's all a badge to enter into this man's new world order. And like we told you, what's going to be the judgment if you take these things, if you read Revelation, the 14th chapter, man.
There were waiting lists. Companies could insert these things. They couldn't insert these things fast enough. And then shortly after it, it won high praise.
And watch, and in the future, when all hell breaks loose and when, certain people have it and certain people don't, you're going to have people jumping over one another, breaking each other's neck to try to get their microchip, because pretty soon in the future, if you don't have it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to get your government handouts. You won't be able to buy water, buy food, get on the train, board an airplane, receive your government rations of food in the future. So you're going to have people, going crazy eventually to get this thing, because they're going to realize if you don't have it, you're going to be killed. You're going to be separated from functioning within society. You're going to be banned from the public and the private sector, man. And people are not going to want to starve. People go, I got to feed my kids. I got to do what I got to do. You're going to have people literally breaking each other's neck and jumping over one another to get this micro C-hip when that time comes, man.
From the World Economic Forum.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to track people and they let you.
Exactly.
That's on them.
So World Economic Forum's like, hey, this is great. And if you read the article, the World Economic Forum piece on this, they even point out that's no big deal. It's just like a simple, like a slight sting in when you get it. No big deal.
Imagine telling our youngest who hates shots,
yeah,
that you're just going to get this chip forever. It's only going to hurt for a little bit.
And it will be able to track everything that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flash forward to 2026, and now these micro and where are things at with this program? We wanted to check in on this program, see how it's being floated for digital IDs, digital currency, how it's competing with the incredibly popular bank ID system in Sweden. It's very, very popular. It's almost at 100% usage, the bank ID system in Sweden, 100%, up to 8.7 million users now across the country. It's basically their dominant digital ID system. So is there a marriage between like implanting yourself with these chips and using the country's digital ID system? Forget cash.
Yeah, you see, that's exactly what it is. It's a marriage or a badge for the followers of the anti-Messiah, man. And that's exactly what this microchip is. It's kind of think of it as a wedding ring. You marrying yourself into the system, marrying yourself into this beast system, man. You see? And this is why it's such a heavy penalty for taking this thing, is if you take it, you're basically pledging your whole allegiance and your mind, body, and spirit and soul to the beast. And like I said, and that's not going to be the only thing they're going to be implanting in you people. They're going to, part of the requirements is going to be you having a BCI, a brain chip interface. You're going to have a neural link. You're going to have to, like Klaus Schwab said, eventually you're going to have to merge yourself with this technology if you want to participate in society, man. Why do you think this devil is throwing all this smart dust and nanoparticles and everybody, man? They're literally going to hijack you up into the beast system. You're going to have to merge yourself with machine. You're going to have to become a full creation and be made in the image of the damn white man, Esau, Edom, and his technology, man. And this is why it's going to be such a severe judgment on those that acquiesce and accept this system, because you're basically allowing Esau to, like Noah Harari said, to be hacked, and him to put his signature on you and make you in his image, man.
Forget everything. It's all digital now, and all they want to do is track you. Well, today we're thrilled to have Maria Z joining us today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play her part because she says a lot of out there shit, But ultimately, hey, it's as clear as day, what the times that we're heading into and what this thing truly is. And like I said, you've been warned ad nauseum by the prophets, starting with the elders and the apostles and the men of great millstone. And those brothers that teach likewise about what the M.O.T.B truly is, man. And you can't get around it. You can't deny it. And, hey, you better take heed and take warning, because this thing is coming whether you want to believe or accept it, man. All right. This is why this is called the great hour of temptation, man. You see? So I'm not going to read any more on that. Got one more precept and I'm going to close it. This is Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see, and that word kill goes into apoktino, and the root word is apo, which means to be separated, man. You see, because if you don't take this microchip in the future, like he was saying, if you want to allow them to track and trace and monitor you at all times, deals off. You're not going to be able to receive your government handouts, your universal basic income, to be able to participate in society or be recognized as a functioning member of society. You're going to be separated. You're going to be outcast. More than likely, you're going to be rounded up, thrown into prison, brought before a firing squad, have your head chopped off in the guillotine. Because ultimately it's going to be, if you're not with this system, then you're ultimately against this system and you can't be trusted. And basically there's going to be no need for you in this man's new world. You see, and this is what it's basically boiling down to. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, that charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. When you're looking at it in the Greek, it's chi psi stigma. And that word stigma means to literally be stuck, implanted with this mark, man. You see, and it's going to be for all the followers of the followers of the anti-Messiah, man. And like I said, you're not going to be able to be recognized or to function in this man's world without it. You see, and this is why we got to be prepared to, like I said, the hour of temptation. We got to be prepared for not taking this thing to being locked up and even facing imminent death, getting your head chopped off, man, because we're going to have to, this is why you can't love your life even unto death. You see, this is why we got to have our full faith and trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and in the world to come, and seek not to save your life, because you can take this M.O.T.B thinking you're going to save your life. And no, I don't give a damn if you take it and you try to take it out at the last minute. Hey, you're still going to be destroyed, man. Because if you take this thing, is only one judgment for it. And read Revelation, the 14th chapter. I'll allow you the honors of reading it, to what happened to the those that received this man's mark. It ain't pretty, all right? It's a bona fide, certified judgment of death, man. Hey, and we're going to continue to warn. We're going to continue to do these videos. And you, Jake, just better wake the hell up, man. And, pray to the Lord if you can't see it, to help you see it. Because, hey, it's coming whether you want to accept it or believe it or not, man. And it's not tearing. And it's only going to be a matter of time with this whole Strait of Hormuz and this Third World War and this devaluing dollar every single day, that it's only a matter of time before these devils are going to force this whole new world, this whole new system, and this mark, man. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And to the next one, Shalom.